Hey y'all, welcome to our very first video for AP Computer Science A. My name is Mr. Wang, and I am excited to be your teacher and help you learn Java. Now for our first topic, we will be talking about why programming, why Java. So the first section is going to be why program, why Java. That's what this video will be going over. The next video will be going over our very first class. The next video we'll be talking about hello world, as well as talking about what a string is. And in the final video for this section, we'll be talking about the difference between print versus print line. Now before we start anything, we need to say this out loud and we need to believe it. Everyone can learn computer science. All right? Everyone can learn computer science. I want you to say it with me. Your parents, you, your siblings, your friend over there. Let's say it all together. Everyone can learn computer science. Okay? Now, typically in my classroom, I would next have them partner up, turn to the person next to them, and say, you can learn computer science. Okay, so you can learn computer science. The final step is understanding that I can learn computer science. All right, you have to internalize this. You have to believe that you can learn computer science. That's the first step, believing in yourself and your capabilities. Let's say it all together. Ready? I can learn computer science. Awesome. If you ever feel doubtful, I want you to come back to this slide and repeat this to yourself. I can learn computer science. On to the next slide. On the left is a quote by Jesse Schell. He says, if you aren't failing, you aren't trying hard enough, and you aren't really, and I put this word in, learning. Jesse Schell, he is a game designer and a professor at CMU. Something I'm into is game design, as well as the art of just making things interactive and fun for students. So if you aren't failing, you aren't trying hard enough. Expect to fail a lot as you are taking AP Computer Science A, and that's okay. Nothing's gonna blow up. Nothing's gonna really go bad. You just might have to spend a little bit more time running your program. On the right is Mrs. Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Her saying is, take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. All right, so again, this idea of making mistakes, that's okay. It's expected for you to make mistakes as you're learning. All right, on to why program, why Java. So an activity I really like to do with my students is this drawing activity. I typically don't show all these steps at once. I just tell them, hey, everyone, pair up with someone. And then I next tell them, all right, I want you to draw a picture. Maybe this is on the whiteboard and Expo markers that I have in my classroom, but maybe it's just on the Paint app on their laptop or Chromebook. So it says 30 seconds there. Really, this can be a minute, 2 minutes, but relatively short amount of time. And typically students get really into this drawing, right? So they draw, and then I stop them, and then I tell them the next step. I tell them, all right, y'all, you're gonna have to write instructions to tell another student how to draw your picture. And then there's an inevitable groan, like, ugh, because they realize, how do I tell this other person how to draw this drawing? And again, I have 60 seconds up there. It should be longer than the time you give them to draw a picture, but still relatively short so that you can feel them, help them feel a little of that time rush. So then I have them swap instructions and then try to recreate the picture using those instructions. And I've gotten some hilarious pictures that they've done. Again, you can have them do it on another sheet of paper, on their whiteboard, on another paint. And then after the time is up, I have them put their hands in the air, they're done. And then I have them share their drawings and maybe do a gallery walk around the classroom and I typically get a lot of laughter, a lot of conversation, and this is a great way for students to just bond, intermingle, and just laugh together for one of the first activities we do in the classroom. And some questions I have them ask each other is, hey, did your partner's drawing match your original drawing? And that gets some conversation. Obviously, most of them say no, right? And we have a good conversation about, well, why? We talk about, were you frustrated? Frustration is okay. We want to make that an acceptable emotion to feel in my classroom, because you're going to be making a lot of mistakes. So typically when people make mistakes, they feel a little frustrated. And then if you could tell your partner one thing, what would it be? This is just a fun question. I'm not looking for anything like, oh, like a learning moment, but we get some good conversation, some bonding between students with this question. So why do we program? Well, computers and other technology run on programs. The way you're watching my video is probably through a program, probably YouTube. But programming allows us to use very specific language for communicating clearly. Were you frustrated at your partner or at your own instructions because you couldn't convey exactly what you wanted the other person to draw? Well, programming forces us to use very, very specific language so that we can communicate clearly to the computer what we want it to do. Programming also forces us to build our logical thinking capabilities because we have to be exact with what we tell the computer to do. So why Java? Well, many software programs are built using the Java programming language. It's what we consider a high-level language. Specifically Java, we don't really have to deal with memory that much. And I put an asterisk, a star there, because but for our purposes, our class will say we don't have to deal with memory that much. Okay? And then it's class-based and object-oriented. What does this mean? You don't have to know that right now. We'll get through Unit 1, Unit 2, and by Unit 5, you'll definitely understand what it means to be class-based and object-oriented. All right, that was our first video. I hope you enjoyed yourself and learned a little bit about your classmates. In the next video, we'll write our first Java program, our first class. See you later.